So welcome to Southeastern High School as it's time for varsity action. The Southeastern Suns hosting the Liberty Eagles, Eleanor. Shooty, number 9. Number 2, Leffringhouse. Number 13, Haley McKinney. And number 12, Maddie Gibbs. The libero is Ava Hemming, number 6. And Bella Noor, number 7, the other starter. Now the Suns still do not have Abigail Schaefer back in the lineup yet. She is here tonight, not playing. Savannah Ramsey, one of the starters. Kenzie Griswold, who will set and play middle. Zoe Griswold, number 3. Number 19, Amanda Stevens, will set and play middle. Summer Ramsey starting, and then Abby McMillan will serve 6th instead of 1st, which she normally does in their normal rotation, but she'll also be playing left again tonight in the absence of Abigail Schaefer. Coach was joking after the win against Payson that getting her to go back to middle may never happen because she likes getting the sets and the hitting ability on the left side. I would imagine, though, if Coach Kerr says, I need you to go back there, that's where she'll go. But at any rate, it's been fun to see the team adapt to the miss, but it's good to see Abigail Schaefer back here with the team tonight. As she gets a hug from Coach Kerr right now as she's a little emotional, trying to not get to play, but at least she's here. So that is a plus. It's good to have Abigail Schaefer back. A nasty tumble a little over a week ago, the Saturday of the Suns Classic. Zoe Griswold going to be back to serve first for the Suns, it looks like. Or she's just, no, it's going to be Liberty Eagles serving first. Now that I look at the rotation. This game being brought to you tonight by the Water and Hole. The Water and Hole in downtown Augusta says, good luck, Lady Suns. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday 2 to 1 with happy hour from 4 to 6. Then Saturday 1 to 1 and Sunday 10 to 10. College football, NFL football's back. High school football with the West Prairie Southeastern Cyclones will be played there. We're carrying it by here on TSSR Game Time Live as Bella Noor goes back to serve to start things off for the Liberty Eagles. To tell you, unfortunately, we've had some scoreboard issues with our app that we use for that, and so we do not have the scoreboard going right now. It is going on the Cyclones game, so you can go there if you want to. There was the attack by Kerfman, who went across. Now it is not blocked and did not get over as Abby McMillan gets the hitting error, and it's a point for Bella Noor, and it's 1-0. Liberty. Liberty did not lead in the fresh soft contest. They lost 25-10, 25-16. Noor's serve is short. Can't get the let serve. It bounces right back into the hands of Leffringhouse. And it is a side out. Kenzie Griswold coming back to serve. And it's going to drop in for an ace. She had 13 service points and 4 aces in the fresh soft contest. It's 2-1 Suns now. Hop into the live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Griswold's next serve is there. Gibbs is going to come out to shoot it, and it's going to be one-handed dig. Be Stevens on the attack. It was a great job by the Suns to get that up, and then Zoe Griswold can't handle the attack from Schuett. And it's a kill for her and another point for Noor. It's no, it wasn't a point. That was a side out, excuse me. So it's 2-2, and back to serve will be Kinley Kerfman. That's deep. Ramsey's there of a summer variety. Outside it comes to Amanda Stevens. It's blocked by Schuett. Now it's going to be McMillan sending it across. Gibbs from a back row attack. Griswold's going to set middle now to Stevens, and she's going to drive it home. Amanda Stevens gets her first kill. And a side out for the Suns. Tim Kerr is watching. Says, let's go, Lady Suns. Leffringhouse, a bump set. It's going to be a free ball. It's out of bounds. It's not even going to get across, so it'll be a side out, or a point, excuse me, for McMillan. So they didn't announce in order. I'm sorry, folks. That's a point for McMillan. More trouble serving, or serve-receive, I should say. Gibbs sends it across. McMillan's there. Stevens is going to set it out to Summer Ramsey. It's blocked. Stevens with a dig. Griswold was set. Stevens deep and hits it long out. And a side out gives the lead back to Liberty, 4-3. Cora Schuett back to serve again. Middle to Stevens, and that time she goes way left and out of bounds. Another hitting error, and a point for Schuett. 4-4 is the score. Nicole Arthur watching from Bowen tonight. Love the Lady Suns, she says. And Summer Ramsey, who went up to get that and didn't decide to let it go, and it goes out of bounds, a side out. Savannah Ramsey coming back to serve with the Suns up 5-4. Gibbs is going to push it across. Griswold out to Ramsey. Dug by Schuett. That's McKinley on the attack. Middle to Stevens, and another hitting error for Stevens as she's struggling a little bit early. Back to serve will be Leffringhouse. Stevens nailed that one right on the line. And she'll get the kill. And she'll come back to serve her second kill. 6-5, Suns with the lead. Stevens with her first attempt at the service line. Let serve is Doug. Going to be a free ball across. Gibbs gets it there. Middle to Griswold, and she is blocked, but it falls in between the net and the blocking of McKinney. And it's a point for Stevens, a kill for Griswold. An ace for Stevens. And it's 8-5. An overpass. Stevens. Left-handed attack by Griswold. Kerfman from the back row hits it into the net. 9-5. Stevens with her third service point. Another let serve and another ace. 4 straight. 10-5. Van Fleet going to check in for Zoe Griswold, and a timeout's going to be called by the Eagles. We'll take a break as well and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back here. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, live from Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. The Liberty Eagles and the Southeastern Suns. Southeastern up 10-5 here in set number 1 of the varsity contest. The fresh soft contest went to the Suns in dominant fashion, 25-10, 25-16. with everybody on both benches pretty much playing in that one. Here comes Amanda Stevens after the timeout. She served 4 straight. Gibbs on the attack. Stevens going to bump set. Summer Ramsey sent it across. Now it's going to come out to McKinney, and she's going to hit it deep and out. A hitting error and a 5th service point for Stevens. 11-5 the score. Suns with the lead. Stevens has 5 points, 2 aces, 2 kills, and a service error. As she hits that one into the net. Ava Hemming going back to serve now for the Eagles, the libero for Liberty. So Summer Ramsey out to Griswold. It's blocked, dug up. Back row attack from Schuett. McMillan back to Stevens, who went to Riley Van Fleet, who somehow got it over the net. Schuett dug by Savannah Ramsey. Now it's going to be Abby McMillan from the back row. It's deep. It's dug. It's going to go right. Stevens is there. McMillan. Summer Ramsey deep and out. Ava Hemming's going to get her first service point. 11-7 is the score. Suns lead here in set number 1. Savannah Ramsey on the serve receive. Stevens out to Griswold, who bangs it off the block of Klauser, and Griswold's going to get the kill. Summer Ramsey back to serve now. 12-7 the score. And into the net it goes. Back to serve will be Maddie Gibbs for Liberty. She wears number 12. McMillan with the serve receive. Stevens to McMillan, and into the net it goes. A hitting error results in a point, and it's 12-9. Gibbs another serve. Savannah Ramsey's there again. And Summer Ramsey from the back row gets an attack and a kill. And 4 service points out of 9 points for the Liberty Eagles, and nobody has more than 1. Serve receive has been pretty good for the Suns. Zoe Griswold back to serve now. Maddie Gibbs with the receiver. Left house, bump set to Schuett. She tips it across. Stevens is there. Summer Ramsey out to McMillan, and McMillan's going to drive that one home. Abby McMillan gets the kill. Zoe Griswold gets the point. And it's 14-9. Suns with the lead. That one's deep. McKinney has it. We pushed across by Schuett. Blocked by the Eagles. Got it pushed across finally. Griswold now off the block of Schuett, and Griswold's going to get her 3rd kill. Griswold gets her 2nd service point. It's 15-9. Still in set number 1. And there's an ace by Griswold. Her first ace, and it's 16-9. Deep. McKinney on the serve receive. Not a real good pass. House is going to get it to Schuett, who pushes it across. Summer Ramsey's there. Stevens back to Savannah Ramsey from the right side. It's dug by Gibbs. Middle to Schuett. Blocked by Griswold. Kenzie Griswold gets the block. Her first kill block. Zoe Griswold gets her 4th straight service point. 17-9. Ava Hemming with some problems passing. Schuett's going to push it across. Summer Ramsey. Zoe Griswold can't get it across, and a couple passing errors result in a side out. Gracie Arthur going to check in for the Suns. Going back to serve is Bella Knorr for the Eagles. Norris serve off of Stevens. Back row attack from Summer Ramsey, not as effective that time. A side out, or a point for Norris, excuse me. It's her second point. It's her second service. She got one in the first to give the Liberty Eagles their only lead of the night so far. Stevens, Griswold, Summer Ramsey. It's blocked, but goes through the block. Oh, that's Savannah Ramsey, excuse me, from the left side. Savannah Ramsey. She gets the kill. And still no more than 1 point per service for the Eagles, or at 18-11. Griswold of the Kenzie variety coming back to serve, but a timeout on the floor charged to Liberty. This game being brought to you by the Watering Hole in downtown Augusta. They say good luck, Lady Suns. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 to 1, with happy hour from 4 to 6. Then Saturday, 1 p.m. to 1 a.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. They'll also be playing this games from TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, live on their big screens. So stop in and see the fine folks at the Watering Hole in downtown Augusta. So it's 18-11 here in set number one of the varsity contest, 25-10, 25-16. Southeastern got the win in the JV contest earlier. Both teams out on the floor now. As we get ready to go with Kenzie Griswold back to serve. As we're waiting for a little time here to go off for whatever reason. The officials checking a couple things, and away we go. Griswold's serve is going to fall in for an ace. It's her second point, second ace. Allred coming in, going to replace Savannah Ramsey. With a short serve, it's an overpass and hits the foul pole and is out. Another ace for Griswold. I mentioned it earlier. Kenzie Griswold served 13 points and 4 aces in the JV contest earlier. She's got 3 points and 3 aces right now here in varsity. Shoot on the attack. Summer Ramsey's there. Griswold out to McMillan. Off the block, it's Doug. But the setter was the one that dug it, and nobody else could go get it. And it is a point for Griswold. We'll give McMillan a kill, too. An ace for Kenzie Griswold. Give her 5 points and 4 aces. Well, she's matched her ace total from the Fresh Soft contest already here in set number one. It's 22-11, but she's going to have to, well, there's 6 points and 5 aces. 23-11. Griswold has served 5 straight points now. Back to serve she goes again. Ava Hemming struggling with serve receive. Bellanor now it's going to come across from Kerfman. Back set to Allred, and she's going to hit it down the net as side out. And Kerfman's going to go back to serve. Kinley Kerfman has not scored a point yet tonight. Just 5 service points for the Eagles here so far. Kenzie Griswold out to Stevens, who's going to block it, take it off the block and get the kill. She kind of used the block that time. She got the kill, and Abby McMillan's going back to serve. 24-12, set point for the Suns. That's going to fall, and it's going to be dug, though. I thought it was going to go down. McKinney sends it across. Stevens with the chip to kill, and she's blocked by Schuett. A block for Cora Schuett. And a side out. It's 24-13. They have to score 11 straight with Schuett serving just to keep this game alive. She has 1 service point. Summer Ramsey off the speaker, and it's going to be an ace for Schuett. It's her first real passing error, I think, for the Suns tonight. She'll go back to serve again. That one's deep and out. That's how set number one will end. 25-14, Suns with the win. We'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a couple minutes.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain. You don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you.
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries, as well as in the clinic. It's very rewarding to see them from on the field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
And welcome back as we get ready to go. Set number 2 here from Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. Southeastern Suns up 1-0 after a 25-14 win over Liberty in set number 1. Kenzie Griswold going back to serve. She's got 6 service points, including 5 aces, 3 kills, and a block here as we start set number 2. That one is Doug on serve receive. Gibbs is going to hit it into the net. A point for Griswold. As I stated earlier in set number 1, she scored 13 service points and had 4 aces in the fresh soft contest. So that one's a service error. Her serve percentage, though, is pretty darn good here tonight. Bellanor getting ready to check in for Klauser, who takes a seat. Faith Klauser playing front row. Bellanor plays back row for Liberty. It's 1-1 here early in set number 2. Liberty did lead 1-0 in set 1, and that's the only time they led. Stevens off the block now. It's Schuett. Now it's going to be tipped. Griswold with the dig. It's going to come across. Schuett now on the attack, and it's out. Good defense by the Eagles, but it goes for naught as it's hit just out down the offensive left side. Summer Ramsey is going to go up and tip that one home. Her second kill. McMillan gets the point. Her second. Schuett now is going to tip it. Griswold's there. Summer Ramsey. Back to Abby McMillan, who's going to hit it under the net, unfortunately, as she was coming across the body trying to get that overhand attack. Going back to serve is going to be Kenley Kerfman. 3-2, Suns with the lead. McMillan. And Griswold's set a little high and behind as Stevens was coming to her. The set went where Stevens was instead of where she was coming to, and it's a point for Kerfman. Griswold, Stevens, blocked, pushed back over by Stevens. Back set now, and it's going to fall on the wrong side for the Liberty Eagles. Still at 4-3 here in set number 2, the Eagles have not scored more than 1 point on a service yet tonight. The serve receive for the Suns has been pretty darn good. 4-3 the score. Savannah Ramsey with the serve, and that's going to be trouble. Good chance, well, hit the ceiling. I was going to say a good chance to get across, but came up and hit the ceiling. And it's going to be a point for Savannah Ramsey. Her first. It's 5-3 Suns here in set number 2. 1-0, Southeastern. And Savannah Ramsey, Bellanor just flat missed that one. Yeah, Savannah Ramsey's going to get an ace, but Bella was right there, just flat missed it and not happy with herself, and Ava Hemming's going to come in for her. We'll go left to Kerfman. Left-ring house. Schuett hit it. It was blocked by Stevens. Stevens hung in the air, and Stevens came down with her foot across underneath the net. Sub coming in for the Eagles as Schuett takes a seat. Ormond comes in to serve. Cora Schuett sits down. Ramsey. Griswold. Van Fleet on the attack. It's dug by Kerfman. Middle it goes to Gibbs. Off the block of Stevens. A kill for Maddie Gibbs. Ormond, who served well in the fresh off contest, picks up her first service point. 6-5 Suns. That's deep. Summer Ramsey's there. Griswold back to Stevens. She's going to hit it. Ava Hemming's there. Leffringhouse goes to get it. And McKinney tries to push it across and pushed it too late. Schuett's going to come back in replacing Ormond. Stevens going to come back to serve with her team leading by 2. She served 5 straight about the same point in the match last time. That's going to be Leffringhouse going to get it. McKinney's going to send it across and out. Hitting air and a point for Stevens. Coming in for Liberty, number 19, Josephine Hawking, replacing McKinney. That's an ace for Stevens. Her 7th point, 3rd ace. 9-5 the score. Suns with the lead. That's going to be an overpass, but it came in. Back set to Van Fleet. She's going to hit it across. Hemming comes up to get it. It's going to be a set. I think it was supposed to be for Hawking, and Hawking thought it wasn't. And it's going to be a hitting error because she did come hit it. Point number 8 for Stevens. 10-5. That's deep at Kerfman. Leffringhouse. Sent across by Schuett. Out to McMillan, It's off the arms of Kerfman. It's dug by Hemming. Sent across by Schuett. Stevens going to tip it one hand to Griswold, and Griswold couldn't get there in time with a one-hand set. It's 10-6 on the side out. McKinney's coming back in as Hawking goes out. Back to serve is Leffringhouse now. She'll set again in the front row. Also coming in is going to be Klauser, Faith Klauser, number 18. 10-6 the score. The Suns with the lead, but the Eagles with the serve. Bunch of subs there. So they were checking the rotation. Leffringhouse serve, McMillan. Stevens out to Griswold, who tips it across. Leffringhouse is there. So McGibbs going to send a free ball across. And McMillan thought it was out, let it go, and it's going to fall in. 10-7, a point for Leffringhouse. And sooner or later, they're going to get 2 service points and a service, right? We'll see if they do it here. Leffringhouse is out. So still can't do it. 11-7. Back to service Summer Ramsey for the Suns. Great serving tonight for Southeastern. And a lift called on Maddie Gibbs. It didn't get across either way. And Summer Ramsey gets her first service points, 12-7. Hewitt with the serve receive. Griswold sends it across. He's going to send it across again. McKinney to Gibbs now. Blocked by Griswold. It's going to go out to McMillan. McMillan on the attack. Down the line and a kill. Abby McMillan getting a little more comfortable over there. And it is 13-7. Second straight service point for Summer Ramsey. Maddie Gibbs on the attack and the kill. Her second kill. Side out, 13-8. Ava Hemming going to go back to serve for the Eagles. There she is, taking a couple practice swipes on your screen. Evan Wagner on the camera again tonight. Thank him. He's going to be here for most of our Southeastern stuff, I do believe, at least the volleyball. Now Stevens going to go across to McMillan, and it was too low, too quick, or too high, too quick. Maybe I should say that. It got over her head, past her, and she couldn't reach it. A point for Ava Hemming. Second point for Hemming of the set. See if she can break the string of only one service point. Savannah Ramsey's there. Stevens out to McMillan. Dug by Hemming. And McMillan's going to get another kill. Her fourth. Riley Van Fleet's going to go out. Zoe Griswold coming in. 14-9. Maddie Gibbs on the tip. McMillan's there. Stevens going to back set to Savannah Ramsey. It's going to be coming across. Zoe Griswold. Stevens. McMillan. It was out down the line, a side out. Now Madison Branchfield coming in to replace Zoe Griswold. Maddie Gibbs going back to serve for Liberty. And an ace for Maddie Gibbs. Only the second ace of the night for Liberty. 14-11. Maddie Gibbs trying to break the streak. Stevens, Griswold to McMillan. And McMillan's going to get another kill. The streak stays alive. McMillan gets her fifth. And Kenzie Griswold coming back to serve now. 15-11. Suns with the lead here in set number 2. 25-14 Suns in set 1. Hewitt's going to send a free ball across. Summer Ramsey's there. Griswold to Stevens. And Amanda Stevens. When you get a set like that for Amanda Stevens, there isn't a whole lot anybody in the state's going to do to stop that. I think it was McKinney was standing back there, but she didn't even move. A little late reaction, but they did get it across. Summer Ramsey outside to McMillan. She's going to hit it down the line. Kerfman. Now back to Kerfman it comes, and Kerfman late getting up. Couldn't get a good attack on it. Griswold's going to get her 9th service point. That's going to be an ace. 10 service points and 6 aces. And a timeout charge to Liberty. It is 18-11. Suns with the lead. This game being brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. And with 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsellscars.com. That's ELBE, sellscars.com to check out their inventory. And the Watering Hole in downtown Augusta says, good luck, ladies, Suns. Stop in for a cold drink Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 1 a.m. with happy hour from 4 to 6, Saturdays 1 to 1, Sundays 10 to 10. Football back on the TVs. It's NFL Sundays, NFL tonight, I guess. Denver and Seattle tonight, I think. But hopefully you'll watch that when we're done here. Kenzie Griswold back to serve again. She's got 10 service points and 6 aces here in the varsity match. 13 service points and 4 aces in the JV contest. Shewitt on the attack, blocked by Stevens. Leffringhouse back to Shewitt again. Summer Ramsey's there, but can't dig it up. Shewitt's going to get the kill. That's her second. Coming in to serve will be Bella Noor for the Eagles. 18-12 the score. Suns with the lead. Noor long, methodical, and into the net. 19-12. McMillan coming back to serve now for Southeastern. Shewitt's going to try the attack. Summer Ramsey's there. Griswold to Summer Ramsey. Bump set from Shewitt to Kerfman. McMillan's there. Back set to Allred. Allred's going to hit it across. Nora's there. Leffringhouse to Shewitt. And a setting error results in a 4-hit situation and a point for McMillan. McMillan gets her third service point. 20-12. Trouble on serve receive again. Shewitt's going to send it across. McMillan's there. Griswold out to Summer Ramsey. Off the block, abusing the block of Leffringhouse, and Summer Ramsey gets her second kill. McMillan gets another point and a timeout charge to Liberty. It'll be their final timeout, 21-12. The score, Suns with the lead. We'll take a break as well and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC. I have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Very short timeout. McMillan's already served before we got back, and then passing error and another point. McMillan gets her fifth. We'll give her an ace because they never really had a shot. Zoe Griswold. No, that's Riley Smith coming in, I do believe. Riley Smith, and she's played well in the fresh soft games so far. Shewitt on the attack, blocked by Stevens. Keep it on your side of the net, young lady, Stevens says. McMillan gets her 6th point. Want no part of that. 23-12. McMillan. Allred with the dig. Out to to Riley Smith, and Riley Smith gets the kill. It looks like Riley Smith. She's not on my roster, and she wears number 8 in fresh soft also. So I'm going to go with Riley Smith. If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. I believe I'm correct. McMillan got her another service point, made 7. It's 24-12, set point. Match point. Stevens out to Riley Smith. Can she get it? She can. The final 2 points come off the hands of Riley Smith. It's 25-12 in set number 2. That means a 25-14, 25-12 win for Southeastern over Liberty. And that's how this set and contest ends tonight. We'll take a short break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a couple minutes with some stats. And we'll see if we can get Coach Kerr up here for just a minute.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are. It's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told them about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
All right, welcome back to Southeastern High School. The Suns get a 25-14, 25-12 varsity victory, a 25-10, 25-16 fresh soft victory over Liberty. I have Coach Kerr on. And Coach Kerr, I'm sorry I don't know your dad's name, but did you know you said "Let's go Lady Suns" in our live chat?
I did not, no.
Yeah, you did right there. It says Tim
Really?
Kerr.
I wonder if my wife was on or my dad's actually usually watching, so he probably would have put his own name in there, I'm guessing. So or who knows? I may have got on my phone during the game and said the same thing. Who knows?
Well, I'll tell you. You know what? We could talk about a lot of things, but I want to talk about Kenzie Griswold.
Yeah.
I had her for 13 service points and 4 aces in the fresh soft game, and 10 service points and 6 aces in the varsity game. That's a pretty good night of serving.
Yeah, it is. She's really come along. We talked about her actually at the scorers table a little bit. Just all that she's been asked to do this year, and she had a really good junior high career. And I remember. I hope I haven't told this story already, but I remember after the junior high season was over, in April or March, whatever it was, just talking to her about, good junior high career. We got a nice, obviously a good high school program, a good varsity team. And I said, you ready to contribute a little bit? And she said, varsity? I go, yeah, varsity. I did the counting and looked at the numbers and just recognized the ability that she has. And, to be honest, I didn't even expect her to be able to, do what she's done so far. I mean, I've had her play left, I've had her play middle, I've had her set. She's playing back row. She's one of our key servers right now in this rotation. She's our first server, and she's doing a lot of great things. I think I just talked to her just right before I came up here. I just said, you're really looking like you're a lot more comfortable right now. She's someone who very much is, wants to please and very conscientious and wants to do well and worries about what, unfortunately for me, worries about what I think about her. So,
you act like there's not very many people that worry about that.
Exactly. But no, just doing great. Doing good job filling in as a temporary setter, and it's really nice to have the versatility that we have out there. We have a lot of girls can do a lot of different things, and I keep going back to just all the players, just how well-rounded they are. And I just was thinking tonight during the match just how intelligent my two seniors are and how well they know the game, as far as Summer and Abby just playing back row and just feeding our setters like crazy so we can run good offense but no, back to Kenzie doing a great job and doing anything we ask her to do and getting comfortable. And I think before it's all said and done, I think she's going to make a name for herself. No question about that. She's a good player, good athlete, really good softball player, good basketball player, and really happy that she's with us.
Before we leave the fresh soft kids. Madison Branchfield had a really good service night for you and played pretty well in the fresh soft, and then she got a little bit of action in the varsity too.
Yeah, she did. She does a good job. She's someone who, I have a story for everybody. Sorry, but
that's why we have you here.
That's right. A couple practices ago, we had some girls who hadn't played much before. Decided they wanted to go out for volleyball, and in practice sometimes they have to sit and watch more than they want to, just because the level of our top 12 or 13 kids are so high that they'll get in there and they'll mess up a drill, and coach will get mad at them and set them out for a while and say, hey, just watch this one, a little bit. And
so you figure it out, right?
Exactly. And, Madison actually stepped up as a sophomore leader on that JV team and said, look, I wasn't very good last year. I practiced a lot. I really dedicated myself to get better. I'm a lot better passer, and so just kind of told him that there's a way to, like you and I were talking earlier, there's a way to become a good volleyball player. It's just repetition and will and desire, and she's someone who's done a good job of doing that. She and Gracie are back there. They're digging all those hard spikes almost every practice. They realize that they're not going to be hitters probably ever in their volleyball career, and they've reserved themselves to just being the best digger, best back row player they could possibly be, and they're reaping the benefits of that from not only the JV level but also occasionally on the varsity level as well.
Well, a young lady just walked by here. I think before the game she had a tear in her eye. Abigail Schaefer is here tonight. Didn't play, obviously, but great to have her just back in school, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm sure most of you listening probably already know, but Abigail, went down during the Suns Classic and hit her head pretty hard and got blood all over the place, and concussion and staples and things. And just kind of an update on her. She went to the doctor on Friday and went through some testing and got really good results. She, as early as last Thursday, she still was having some issues going on, but on Friday she went out and did the testing that they wanted to do at QMG and got good results. And Dr. Biggs gave her a 5-day ramp-up program and plan, and she's actually
as long as she doesn't have any setbacks during that time.
Yeah,
right?
Correct. She's actually in day 4. So today would have been a day that she supposedly could have had a full practice, but just no competition. So we had her warm up a little bit before the game, and tomorrow is actually supposed to be the day she could actually come back and compete. And obviously we don't have a game tomorrow, so she'll go through a full practice tomorrow, and hopefully we can use her on Wednesday, and then moving forward to Thursday, and then the big tournament we have coming up this weekend in New Berlin.
Well, you can use her, and it'll be great to have her back, but you've learned some things about some kids during this time, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. Obviously, just got a lot. Obviously, played a lot more bench kids. Usually we're 1 through 6, and everyone else kind of watched and cheered. And tonight I think everybody got in and significant minutes and significant time. That's good to see for a lot of reasons. Yeah, I think the job that Kenzie did was huge. I think because of Abigail going out, we had to revamp some things, and I think because of that, we're gonna maybe continue to look at Abby McMillan as a left a little bit. Kenzie plays the middle, and just kind of learned some things from the last 4 matches or 5, however many it's been since we haven't had her, and obviously we feel like we'll be better when she's back because she's just really a spark plug for us, just a really good athlete and a good competitor, and someone who I think makes Amanda even better than Amanda's been, just as far as the diversity and being able to kind of run a quicker, smoother attack. I think we kind of saw a little bit of that early on, but that's really, I think we're kind of scratching the surface about how smooth and quick we can be offensively when we kind of get rolling. Because really, obviously with Abigail not setting last year, with Amy setting, there's still a new battery, so to speak, in terms of getting to know each other, and I think that once the more we can kind of cultivate that, the better off we're going to be, and that's going to make everybody else better. And just like you said, really good to just have her back on the bench with us. And she had some teared up a little bit when she wasn't in the starting lineup.
I'm used to you being the one.
Well, yeah, no kidding. And then we got the peanut gallery over there. Our fans decided to chant Abigail the last 3 or 4 points, and I went to her and I said, I'm not even tempted one bit to put you in the game right now. So,
well, let's talk about Abby McMillan playing left. Looked like tonight she struggled a little trying to get down the net to the right. She was trying to, and maybe that's probably because she's maybe forcing the issue or trying to do things that maybe she'd do from the middle or whatever.
Yeah.
But once she came back to
Yeah.
hitting down the line and stuff.
Right.
And she started drilling the ball. And she
Yeah, you're right. And I said something to Coach Shillian about that too. She just tries to hit that little thumbs down ball and try to hit it. And it's that same ball she hit out there probably would have been a kill in the middle, just
Right.
because angle-wise goes, So she's going to have a few things to learn from, playing that spot. But, she, like you said, when she kind of decided to not hit the ball into the net, she was a lot better. But
well, she was. Sometimes kids get too fancy.
Yeah,
right?
no
They
question,
try to
yeah.
be too fancy, and
Right.
she was trying. I mean, she was going to
Yeah.
a spot that was good.
Right, exactly.
Just was struggling to get it there.
Right, no question about that. Like I mentioned earlier, she's really smart. She knows she's able to see openings and kind of watches the floor and is able to do those type of things. So she's kind of made her living on being a good combination of just a really talented athlete, but also a really smart athlete as well. So I have no doubt that she'll come in and continue to improve in that spot. And who knows, that might be something that leads on to a new position if she decides to play in college too.
Well, one last thing. Amanda Stevens won't talk about hitting or anything. Her serve was pretty good tonight.
Yeah, again, that's good. First several matches of the year, she was hitting about 50% of them in and 50% of them out. And, she's turned the corner and decided to just go out and go for it. I think a lot of the serves that she was missing was just she was being tentative and not going through with a full swing. And she decided if she's going to miss them, she's going to miss them aggressively. So, no, really, really good. And our girls have been on the end of that serve, too. And it's really something that's it's really, really effective when she can get it in. So, she can get, she can serve.
Mr. Schulian's out there.
He's a player.
He's a player.
He is a good player, actually. He's got some knee issues going on right now, but he's someone who, in the past, we've had come in and serve to us and things like that. So,
people wonder why volleyball programs with history stay good. It's that young lady right there, right? That's the kind of thing.
Correct.
We're here, and she's 3-4 years old. I don't know how old she is, but she's out there bumping balls pretty effectively.
Yeah, I'll tell
by
you,
watching, right?
She is. I'll tell you what. That's Autumn. That's Brian Autumn's daughter, Tinley. And if she has any combination of Brian's athletic ability, and no offense to Autumn, but Autumn's drive and Autumn's tenacity, because I coached Autumn back in the day, and she's she played at John Wood as well. I know, obviously I have great assistants, better pedigrees than I have for sure. Angela at Western and Autumn at John Wood. But no, Autumn was a great competitor. And I'll tell you what, the last couple of years as an assistant coach, I couldn't ask for anybody better. She's really stepped into a kind of a leadership role and kind of a cheerleader role. And I know she just actually posted a video of Tinley passing at home too. So she definitely this looks like she needs to work on her overhand serve a little bit, but her passing is pretty solid right now. And,
well, the ball's like a quarter as tall as she is.
It is, I know.
I mean, in her defense.
Yeah, correct. I got some of those little those volleyball lights I had for my younger kids' camp, so she needs to take one of those home, I guess.
There you go.
But no, you're right, and that is something kind of builds the programs build, and with success, and people want to be a part of it. And that's part of that's a function of our kids that are never played before wanting to be a part of the team.
Right.
So it's good to see.
Well, Coach, I won't keep you anymore. We'll let you get out of here, but I appreciate you coming up and talking to us. I guess I'm going to see you a lot this week.
I think so. I think we got tomorrow off, and then we've got
Wednesday,
Thursday, and then we go to New Berlin and play Friday, Saturday again. So.
Well, you guys just love volleyball here, don't you?
We do love it. We better, absolutely.
You don't have a choice at this point, do you?
Correct.
Hey, before I let you go,
Yep.
You guys have Macomb coming up down the road. I know you don't look that far ahead, but they've played at least one of your teams that you've seen quite a bit in Brown County, and had a close first set, but kind of handled them in the second set.
Right.
Knowing what you know about Macomb and Brown County, where do you think that matches you up when you guys have that set? I mean, Abigail, I think, is going to be key for that, right?
Right, I think so. And obviously, great program there at Macomb, and I've coached for 27 years, and I don't know if we played Macomb every year for all those years, but I mean, I don't think I lost to Macomb until about 5 or 6 years ago. So I mean,
whose fault's that?
And then they've obviously had their way with us the last couple of years, but no, just a really good program and really good. They have the same formula that a lot of the programs around, a lot of Class A programs have. Varsity coaches helping out at the JV level, at the junior high level, and
at the 5th and 6th grade
and the 5th
level.
and 6th grade level, and that's it's just one of those things where they got a great thing going, and we on Saturday at the Menden tournament, their JV team won that hands down. I know last year in this tournament they had a great showing with their JV team in our varsity tournament. So a lot of good things going on there, and when you look at I don't know where everyone, exactly where our area ends and where our area starts, but, looking at our area, I kind of look at, Quincy and Macomb and kind of everywhere in between. And obviously with Notre Dame and Macomb being 2A, then there's also a split there in terms of, 1A, 2A, that type of thing. But, obviously, I looked at the Max Preps website over the weekend, and Quincy Notre Dame is ranked 2nd in the state in 2A, and Macomb's ranked 3rd in the state.
And they play each other too.
And they do, and they likely will on a collision course probably in the sectional as well again. So I know Notre Dame has Pleasant Plains in their sights, but they need to watch out for Macomb because they've got the Division I outside, and a lot of great pieces and well coached, and started to get really good tradition over there, and a winning culture, and that's dangerous. And hopefully, I honestly I just feel blessed that we're in that same conversation, in terms of the Notre Dames and there are really a lot of good. We talked about this already. There's a lot of good teams right now in this area. You look at the top 5 teams in our tournament. With us and Lonnie West and Menden and Central and Brown County, and then obviously Notre Dame and Macomb, and I think West Prairie's going to put together a nice year for themselves as well. So there's a lot of good ability and a lot of good coaching. And going back to how old I am, I remember when before consolidations and all those things, there were usually in a 30 match season, you could always plan on winning half of them just because there's not.
Just because you could pass, right?
Yeah,
you could pass and serve.
Exactly.
You didn't have to hit. You just pass and serve.
Exactly. There weren't the parity and the good programs, and I think that's great for this area. Just have so many good programs, good teams, and coaches are sticking around longer and doing a great job. And it's one of those things where you better get better as a program or you're going to get embarrassed, and a lot of the programs have stepped up and done that.
Now, before you go,
Mm-hmm.
I asked you about coming the night of.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start doing it's the 28th, I think it is.
Okay,
So,
sounds right.
Coming up to the Sports Corner, we're going to do a live show after that game.
Okay.
So I haven't got a chance to talk to Bree yet.
Mm-hmm.
So Coach Rex wrote, sorry.
No, that's
So,
all right.
yeah, you've seen it. You've seen her play, right? So
Yes.
yeah. So
I coached against her actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I think we should call her out right now in case she hears this. After the Macomb Southeastern game at Macomb, she needs to come up to Sports Corner, and you guys need to be on together on the show. Don't you think that sounds fair, doesn't it?
That sounds fine. I think so. I would say that maybe loser buys onion rings or something like that, maybe.
Loser buys onion rings?
I don't even know if I like onion rings, but something like that. Sounds fun.
Come on. You like onion rings.
I do like onion rings.
I was going to say, don't act like you don't like onion rings. Guys don't look like us and not like onion rings.
That's a great point. So,
they may not be our favorites. They do have cheese curds, though.
Oh, those are really good.
Yeah,
those
cheese sticks and
stuff
stuff like that.
No, I'd say that sounds like a fun thing.
Well, I have Macomb tomorrow night, so I'm going to tell her you laid down the gauntlet.
Okay.
And if the loser has to buy an appetizer. How about that?
That's perfect.
We'll just say loser has to buy an appetizer.
We'll do it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Coach, I'll let you go. Thanks for joining me tonight.
All right,
we'll talk to you later.
Thanks a lot.
Yep, bye. That was Coach Kerr talking to us here on the post-game show. Real quick stats. One thing I did want to say, did you realize that no server for Liberty scored more than 1 point at a service? And a single server. Your guys' serve receive never let a single server have 2. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, it is. That is. So we're going to tell you that 10 points and 6 aces for Kenzie Griswold, 3 kills, 5 kills, 7 points, and an ace for Abby McMillan, 8 points, 3 aces, 4 kills, and a block for Amanda Stevens, 4 points for Zoe Griswold with an ace, 2 points for Summer Ramsey, and 2 kills. That about does it. Thanks for joining us tonight because I know Evan wants to get home. He's got homework to do or something, I'm sure. So thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll talk to you tomorrow night from Macomb and then back here on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.